Hello, this is Krystal, and thank you for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today, I will be reading from the first chapter of North to Alaska with a No-Account Cat by Herb Williams. This is available on the Hoopla app, so feel free to check it out if you enjoy the story. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. The Road. Driving up and down the Alaska Highway in the land of the midnight sun is, to say the least, a most memorable experience. However, finding the road is also exciting. It is not some superhighway that suddenly begins where the US 5 ends at the Canadian border. It isn't even accessible until you reach Dawson Creek, some 600 miles north. The 1,645-mile Northwest Highway System, popularly referred to as the Alaska Highway, runs from Dawson Creek, British Columbia, to Fairbanks, Alaska, and includes the Haines Highway. This is all explained in the must-have, the milepost, a trip planner for Alaska, Yukon Territory, British Columbia, Alberta, and Northwest Territories. A review of the How to Use It section in this Bible is of primary importance to avoid frustration, confusion, and wandering aimlessly in the immense wilderness. The original road, built by the United States Army in 1942 as a wartime measure, took just 9 months to build. At times, while traveling on it, you may think maintenance has been deferred ever since. The mostly two-lane highway is constantly exposed to the forces of nature, necessitating continual repair and reconstruction work. Most of the construction sites are identified in the milepost. However, since it is published annually, yet the freezing and thawing of moisture trapped in the roadbed on top of permafrost occurs continuously. Many new unrecorded problems crop up. Areas with surface breakups and frost heaves, bumps, are usually marked with small red flags. Potholes, seldom marked, but big enough to dodge, and washouts necessitating wonderful detours are common occurrences. The standard procedure for road repair, especially in Alaska and the Yukon, is a process of laying out loose gravel, fondly called chip seal, sans asphalt, hoping that after thousands of tourists have driven over the renovation, the road will be sufficiently packed down enough, though not evenly, to keep the chips from flying. The biggest threat on the gravel portions of the road are trucks and other vehicles rolling at high speeds toward you. Canadian trucks are not the usual 18-wheelers. They seem to have more like 100 wheels, all throwing rocks as they pass, giving a new definition to rocking out. Don't make the mistake of thinking that just because they are coming at you, that they can't throw a ton of rocks in your direction. The small stones like to ride up the tires, and then at the highest point, with the most velocity, explode into oncoming traffic. Because of airborne rocks and mud, it is not a good idea to follow another vehicle too closely in the construction zones. But most of the time, you can't get that close, since few drivers stay within the construction speed limits, or slow down for gravel or bumps along the way. For the most part, there are long stretches of good road surfaces, and there's no need to worry. Just take precautions, such as slowing down for road problems, providing extra protection for your vehicle, keeping up to date on road conditions, and perhaps applying an old physics lesson. An impact is greater than the sum of all its parts. In other words, flying rocks versus a moving windshield will increase the chances for a crack, starburst, or bullseye. Lastly, drive defensively. You never know when a vehicle, pedestrian, moose, bear, or a caribou will cross in front of you. And that is the first chapter of North to Alaska, a hilarious travel memoir of the Alaskan Highway. Have a great day.